I see the clock. Where's everyone? Oh, Manuel and son. Nice. Johnny is naked in Manuel's room. So,
What's going on here?
Johnny is naked in Manuel's room.
Some that young drama.
They're late. And Ricardo and Angie.
I don't know if
Yeah.
his name.
Angie said.
It's okay, it's no place.
And Tuba? Tuba is around?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's come.
Tuba is coming. I believe they're going to join later. Let's line up already. Yeah, 2 lines. Okay, we're going to wait for everybody to join. In the meantime, we're going to welcome everybody on the live stream who's joining us. You guys want to wait in a horse riding stance? There you go. Bend your knees a little bit. Come in, Tuba. Okay. Stand straight and bow. Nice. So today's afternoon class is about weapons. For the first part, I'm going to go through techniques for defense against weapons. And then after tea break, Buddha-san is going to take over and going to teach you your weapon routines to perform. Are we on Tantao? Tantao. You're going to learn your first moves of the sword routine. Right? But we always start with a little warm-up. So let's do feet together, lock your fingers, stretch up. Up. And when you're ready, go up on the balls of your feet. Keep stretching up. And if you feel that you found your balance, try one leg at a time. Nice and slow. You can bring it up from the front or from behind. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Same other side. Good. Same position, back on your heels and to the right. Yes, the other right. And same thing to the left. and all the way down. Good. Straighten back up. Rotate your torso to the right and bend sideways. Take it easy so you maintain your stance. And the other side. Good. In a very low horse riding stance. Knees are bent, the hips almost as high as the knees. Keep your body weight on the heels. Tilt your hip forwards. Try to go down from here. Yes, yes. It's awkward at first. Yes. Good. How long do you think you can stand there? 10 seconds you've done. Let's take another 10. Stay breathing. Keep your tongue to the soft palate. It's not a cardio exercise. Deep breaths. And relax, stand up. We're gonna do squats. Not the full 100 squat sequence, just to warm up. Hands up where you see them. And start with 9 squats. Just normal squats in your own time. Come in, Ricardo. Good. Nine squat. And once you've done 9 squats, we're gonna, as I squat down, I come up and I go with the knee to the elbow, right knee, right elbow on the left side. Only one side for now. Only to the right. 9 times. And see if you can have your toes pointing down. Yes. And 9 on the other side. Yes, 9. Okay. Same thing with a little bit coordination. So I'm alternating sides. I'm going to do to the right and then to the left. That's 1 repetition. And I'm going to do it 9 times. That's 2 repetitions. Yes, go. Yes. Good. Try to avoid looking down. Stay upright. Nine. Good. Hands still up where you can see them. 9 prisoner squats. So for prisoner squats, bring your hand behind. And I'm going to use the momentum to jump 9 times. But everybody, not just me, please. And jump high. Push, push up. Only 9. Good. Shake out your legs. Feet together. Gently. Fold forwards. And then I'm going to straighten up, and I'm going to cross one leg over the other. First the right over the left. My knee is tucked in. And I'm going to fold forwards again. You should feel the back of your back leg, the hamstring. And change legs, change sides. Good. And finish. It's quite easy to get warmed up when it's 38 degrees in Thailand. So I assume everybody's warm. Good. So we're going to go straight into talking about defense against weapons. Okay? The first thing that we talk about weapons, we have to differ. Can you grab me a knife?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is impact weapon, and this is edge weapon. Everything has got impact. A stick, a chair, iron bar, baseball bat. You're going for impact. It's going to trigger a completely different reaction from me than when I see a blade. This is edge weapon. And the main difference is you cannot make contact with it. If she has the stick and I can take it from her. But I cannot take this from you because I'm going to cut my hand. Okay? So today I want to focus on that. Actually, it's more friendly for training. It's more playful for training because nothing's going to happen if you actually stab me. But if you actually hit me with that, that's different. So we start with a knife. Okay? So whenever we walk with a knife, this actually changes all the situation. We can differ a thrust to a stab to a slice. We're going to walk mainly against a thrust because it's the easiest one. When this happens, there's not much that you can actually do. You can save your life, yes, but it's very, very aggressive. People will get caught anyways. So trying to understand the lines and the geometry and what not to do when you see a knife, it's easier to walk from here. So we're going to walk against a thrust. And the last thing that we have to differ, which is actually the most important thing, we differ a threat to an attack. Okay? So let's do a little simulation. I have a knife and I'm coming saying, give me the money. I'm not joking, give me the money. What you gonna do?
Reach for the money.
Reach for the money. Okay? Good answer. Practice running away. Practice your running, because this, you're not gonna try to engage with a knife. Okay? So it's better to give the money and move away from this situation because you're in a disadvantaged position. Okay? So as long as it's a threat, it's not an attack. When the knife is traveling to you, we have to react, and there will always be a best and worst case scenario. We're going to try to break it down. As long as the knife is not coming at you, don't reach out. Don't do anything silly. So, for example, if you just threaten me saying, give me the money. Yeah?
Give me the money.
Yes. Some teachers, they show you this. They don't realize in the process I probably cut my hand, and if I miss for a slight centimeter, I cut my wrists. So it's against protocol to reach out for the knife. He's just threatening me. No, sorry, here is the money, whatever you need, where is the police? I'm going to call 911. Me reaching out to the knife only in case that it's traveling towards me, only if it's an attack, okay? So from here, you don't do anything. You never reach out for the knife, you don't play smart, okay? But what if it's coming at me? Now we can play with this technique. He's going to stab me slowly. Here. Now I can play with this technique, okay? But only once the knife, thank you, he's traveling towards me. But if I break it down, he's doing it again. Before I do anything with my hands, when he's stabbing me, I move out of the way. So that's the first exercise. Before we do anything with the hands, step, step out. Step, step out. Without the hands yet. Step, out. So I want to turn around, find a partner, get a knife for each pair, and just stepping out of the line first. Okay? Good. Okay, let me help you to be accurate with that. If he's my partner, he's just going to stand there, and when I step, it's only 1 foot out. 1 foot and back. I don't go sideways where I don't have reach anymore. Stay here. Okay? 45 degrees, just sideways. That's the step. That's the step. From here, you're going to turn your body and do the technique. Okay? But first things first, find the lines. Go ahead, salute your partner and give it a go. Yes, you're going out of the way. Step me. Here, closer. So, step. If I go there, I cannot do anything. You step me, a little bit, you turn around, I'm there. So it's 45 degrees. Good. Now, if he's stepping with the right, you better step here. Yes. Yes.
Side. Yeah, logically this one.
If he's stabbing me with the right hand, I go there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Otherwise, he can continue the motion. He can continue the motion. Yes. Yes. You're choosing the opposite side. So if I'm doing it with you,
Yeah.
and I'm stabbing you,
The moment is coming from the right. Okay.
here I continue the motion.
Okay. I
Step
go
there.
to the left.
There you go.
Okay.
There you.
Yeah. Okay.
Step to the
So
outside.
it's opposite side.
Yes, step to the outside always.
Okay.
Good. And if you change hands, now we need to step. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Make sure everybody's trying right and left. Both partners are doing both sides. Yes. Okay, good. Salute your partner. Can I have this for a second? Just to make the training, it's not very realistic, because if somebody will come to stab you, you will have so much forward momentum and mean intention that you have like energy to work with. And here we don't do that. But still, this is a poke. This is not a stab. This is not a thrust. That's a poke. And nobody actually does that. You need that. The hand is traveling actually from behind, and it's straight, and now you have this space to react. When I do this, I would have to choose another defense, because I cannot enter, I cannot do much. But when I do this, so the one that's stabbing, do the full motion. Okay, let's try again. Yes.
Is it why you take the blade this way? When you stab this way, you take the blade on the top?
Nah. It's just a coincidence that this is a single blade. It might as well be double bladed, and it will penetrate up. So. One leg only. Yes. Don't drag the other one. Yes. Oh no, that. No. Boo boo. Do you me? One. Not one. No need to drag the left behind. Yes. You see, she's giving signs, then it helps you. Yes, but that's the reality. You read the signs of the opponent. Okay, so far so good? Yeah? Same thing. Can you step me? Sorry, thrust. Yes, from here. I move and I try to grab the wrist. Once I have the wrist, I don't want to block the movement of the wrist because I want it to flick. So I catch the hand and I just strike the wrist, but I'm not striking with the intention to push the arm. I'm holding the arm and folding the wrist. And this will trigger the knife to get out. So I'm not trying to hurt the wrist, but here, you know that you didn't get cut. So the game is first, don't touch the blade. If you touch the blade, things start to change, you're bleeding. First, don't touch the blade. Get out of the way, try to get the arm. Once you did, then you can try those kind of technique. Yes? Was okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's try that. Same thing, step gently out of the line while you still maintain contact. And try to hold the arm really tight. Other, yes, catch with left, yes. Yes, once you have it, you cannot wait, because every action has a reaction. It's going to try to pull back or continue the movement. So once, if it didn't work, okay, you can continue, but once you have the arm, you have to address the weapon. With the right, catch with the right, yes, yes. And you see this push-pull. So I push this, but I pull that same time.
Okay.
My intention is to flick your wrist.
Okay. Again on this side.
Yes, straight away, yes. Yes, yes. It's very unlikely that somebody's going to attack you with a knife, but it's still good training.
It's funny because she's right.
Sorry.
Just let it,
But
the reflex.
if you don't address the weapon, if you don't disarm the weapon, it's going to keep coming. So, okay, I saved myself once, but it's still going to come and slice me. So we need to address the weapon. Other hand. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Make sure everybody's trying both sides.
It was less powerful.
Yes. Okay, good. And salute your partner. So that's the best case scenario. He's coming to stab me. Not only I have time to step out of the way and I'm able to catch his wrist and disarm him. That's like everything went perfectly well for me. But things can get wrong. So what if he stabs me and I'm here and it didn't work? Let's say it didn't work. Try again. It's hard to do it wrong. Here I did, but it didn't go. What next? This is very Namyang and very crane. Once you establish contact, you never let go. So once he stabbed me, if I could have this, even if this didn't work, I'm going to try something else. I'm never going to stop from there. I'm going to take the whole arm. Okay? So get the entry. It didn't work. Turn the arm, go to the elbow. Whatever it is, you cannot, oh no. You cannot panic that it didn't work. You need to disarm. If you can take the knife away by breaking the wrist, good. If you cannot, break the whole arm. Because once you triggered him, he's just going to stab you. Again and again and again. Okay? So he's coming to stab me. I got a good entry, but this didn't work. Okay. Continue. Don't let go of the arm. Try to turn it. See if you can get leverage. And don't touch the blade. Give it a go. Let's try. Yes, slap. It didn't work. Here, with this. Grab with this. Yes. So in order to not even let go of the contact, let's say I'm here, this didn't work. Turn it. Turn the palm. Okay. This gives you better leverage.
Works well. But even though. Oh, sorry for your audience. Okay. But what I did is like.
One thing that will help here, you're doing the right thing. If you got this didn't work, turn the arm.
Turn the arm.
Turn it around.
So slap it, it doesn't work.
Keep. It didn't work, I'm still there.
Okay.
Yes, better. Yes.
No.
Now it is? No.
Never heard.
Sit on your knees. Just bring her all the way down.
Nothing.
I don't know, but it doesn't look real.
She doesn't feel pain.
I mean,
I do.
she's super flexible with her wrist.
It's just,
So if I did,
don't be too mean.
no, not at all. If I did this and it didn't work, my hand is still there. The easy way to leverage yourself is to turn that around. And then it's more, you have the whole arm to work with.
Something? Yes. Okay. It's why I told him to let me in, because when I say I don't feel much strength, then he comes to me and he's like,
Let's make sure that she feels. Yes, but try to stay far away from the knife. So you do it with me. Here, it didn't work and I'm turning it. I'm not stabbing myself.
Okay,
Okay? Try to create a distance.
yeah.
Yeah? Don't bring the knife towards your body.
Otherwise, you still can.
You will stab yourself with his hand.
Yeah, right.
Yes, turn, yes. Pull this leg back. Aye, there is the distance. Step back. Yes, now you have leverage.
But if you go down before me, it doesn't work.
Okay, yeah, I was lower than you. Yeah.
You can see it.
Okay, guys. Any questions so far? So let's take this one. Let's take this one all the way. Can you help me for a second? I'm just showing you. It's probably not going to happen, but you have to think all the time. He's doing it, and even I got this. It didn't work. I'm going there. He still have the knife. He has the knife. Okay, I'm still not safe. So what you actually want to do is make him flat down on the ground. And now, he's not dangerous anymore. He cannot pull back. Okay? So from the same position, here, didn't work. Turn the arm from the elbow control all the way down, place your knee there. Okay? Make sense? Wanna try? Try. No, I forgot, guys, I forgot to mention something. There's a lot of psychology involved here. No, he stabs me, and I did all of this. He's still resisting. If I tell him, go down, go down, go down, now he's cooperating with me because I'm speaking to him. He knows what to do to not get hurt. If I'm just battling him, he's going to battle back. Once you tell the opponent, go down, lay down on your belly, he might actually cooperate because he don't know what to do. You're in control. He lost his chance already. Okay? Tell him what to do, he might follow. Otherwise, he's going to battle with you. So once you control somebody, tell him, go down. It helps a lot.
Okay.
Try it. At least the timing of it. Down, down, down. Yes, your knee. Yes, that's it.
And see,
When I'm down, go down.
She's like, and stay down.
Stay here.
No, Wendy. Look. Not just me. Your hand is here.
Yeah?
Mine is there. I'm not, okay, you can push elbow to elbow, but you really want to, down, go down. Control the limp.
I'm gonna be all black.
No, they clean it.
He doesn't control my shoulder. Yeah, so it's just till my arm and then also just massaging my biceps. And I'm like, stretching my legs.
Yeah, but yes, you just totally forgot to grip, slap. It didn't work.
No, she didn't. No, no.
The whole exercise you didn't do.
She's so focused on the.
Down, go down. Yeah, Manuel, come in, guys. Okay, okay, at this point, other hand. Yes, grab, strike, didn't work, yes. She's only into the go down part. Okay, guys, good, good. Salute your partner again. Good, very good. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? No? Okay. So that was your best case scenario. Join us, guys. We're doing defense against knife. You can take a knife and I already have a knife. So, Priska. First thing we did, step, get out of the way. If you're lucky enough to get out of the way, then we played with the possibilities from here. But now the situation is escalating, and I didn't have time to go out of the way, okay? So I want to do that, but actually, I didn't have enough time to react. What now? 1, 2. Try not to touch the blade. Again, I didn't have time enough to step out, so I'm on the line. So I'm not gonna grip from here, I'm gonna grip from there. And she's still traveling in, she's gonna crash into my elbow. That's gonna be really painful. The knife might have dropped already. She maybe lost the knife already. Here, okay, you see? It's out. Try first to get the entry, and then I show you how to switch to the elbow control.
You change hands.
I change hands, yes. But first, get this. Boom. Be careful. You really can break the muscle. If I go, the knife she would lose the knife.
And my muscle.
And the muscle will break. Okay? So try without too much jumping out. You stay, you wait for it, but this time you don't grip over, you grip under, and you let it come into an elbow strike. Straight on the pressure point here, ideally. That might do the trick. If not gonna do the trick, we're gonna follow from there.
One question
Yes.
about the hand. If she's attacking you with the right hand, which hand do you use to grab the hand, and which one to use the elbow?
Do me with the right, you stab me with the right, then I have to react with the left.
Okay.
Then the elbow comes here.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Good. Let's give it a go. Go. Wow. Step. Hey, pow. Like this. This, if you bang, you really break.
Here or?
There. There. Hold, guide it out, and react with the other elbow. Bang. Other hand. Do it with this hand again. Stab me. Have to guide it out. And then.
Then with the left. Okay.
Yes, but without going out of the way.
Yeah.
You stay there and you just guide it across the center line and elbow strike.
From
From here. So he stabs me slowly.
yes.
I guide it. He comes here.
Yeah.
I guide him there.
Okay.
And I go bam.
Up.
Yes. Again.
Okay.
Bam.
Okay.
He felt the precision there, no? Yes. Yeah, the switch hands is coming next. Get the good entry first. Again, other hand.
Okay.
You stab me. This. So.
It's right, no? He says that's right.
I didn't see. Yes, but you're going there. Not there, here.
Ah, here.
Yes, because this will drop the knife. Yes, just don't hurt your son. Yes. The best case scenario is that when she's stabbing me, you see this momentum forward, I'm going to let her come and crash into my elbow. I'm using her power against
the
her.
momentum.
Yep. That's best case scenario.
I was wondering if there is any reason why in this scenario you grab with the thumb up. It's just because it's faster, it's the way your hand is open. It's just that it's
You
gonna
try with the elbow,
it's
then
just
you're...
cross each other.
I'm blocking my own space then.
Yeah, it's what I
It might work, but I'm blocking my own space when I'm with it.
yeah, we learned so many with fingers up.
Yes,
It's
it's different.
just managing the space.
You probably can pull it up from both sides,
Yeah.
but you're taking your own space away. Yes. Yeah. Okay, good, and salute your partner. Come, Manu. Okay. The next part is obviously more technical, but again, if you tried something and it didn't work, if you do this, I did this, and the knife, he didn't lose the knife. He's still gonna try to come at me from here, he's gonna try to pull back. It's not like game over, because he still have the knife. So, first, I didn't step out on the right moment, but now I can still step out. So as I step out, I'm gonna let go of this contact and grab it here. Change hands. You do it slow. Here, here. From here, see if you can slide your hand down so you never actually lose in contact, and step. Okay, one more time, a little bit smooth, not powerful. 1, 2. Okay? First thing you do, you save yourself. You need to guide it out of the center line. Then you attack, you try to break this. If he's still holding the knife, you need to switch. Okay? Let's try that.
And the bolts, what you take, you turn it like that, you lock it, or did you lock better?
I'm just trying to bring my body weight above you. Yes, so if you do it again slow, step. Here, I want to hit there, but from here, I cannot. So, just to make the body mechanics work. So you know when you switch, you change grip, you change the stance, and you position yourself differently. Let's give it a go. Don't worry if you got a little bit cut, okay? You didn't die on the first step, you're still there. That's the first technique. Same thing, but coming from here. Okay? Here. It's not an easy switch. It's not an easy switch. Once you got that, you have to still move away from the knife. There. And then.
The graph it's always diagonal. It was like I grabbed from there,
Yes, across.
like that.
No, you hit with that. You grab this and you elbow there.
Ah, okay.
Hit, elbow, and then switch.
And then
Yes.
switch. Ah,
Yes, yes, yes. But be careful, you're stabbing yourself. Bang. Whoa, 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 whoa. We still need help. Yes. Yes, only one thing. Yes.
always from the side.
Because when you come to me, you see this momentum? Crash. Crash from up. Don't need to do this. Yeah. Yes, good, good, good.
Usually, like when I go to
Yeah. The switch from here. I show slowly for people to understand that you don't let go.
Yeah.
I don't let go and then come. I keep this until I'm here. I just slide down and then position. Oop. Yes, yes. Yeah. Okay, guys, good. Good. Salute your partner again. Guys, any questions about that technique so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
One more. We got confused again. When we were going in, it's with like
Yes.
that arm, right?
Yes.
Elbow.
The only thing I would correct, if you do it to me, now it's not with the thumb down, because I'm blocking my own space. Keep it low.
Okay.
That's the only technical fault.
Okay. Thumb up. Okay.
Yes, and switch. Very good. Okay? Good. So now the situation is going to escalate. Now, it got worse. now the attack is so severe that all I can do is actually save myself. So, you help me for a second? I'm not gonna go all the way through with this technique. Maybe you would like to change partners because this is actually aggressive. So when somebody attacks me, you see how slow? I can react slow. If he comes super fast, I need to speed up. So the level of intention is going up and is becoming very mean, okay? So I don't want that. But it's very important to understand that somebody is coming with a knife, he's probably not playing around. So he's gonna come and do the full stab. Do it again. Stab me again, and again, and again. I want you to find this angle first, and then I will show you what happens. But if I'm loose here, do it again. The elbow bends. You need to find the right posture. If you're too close to the body, you will get stabbed. Too far, you will slide under. Just find the right position. He cannot stab me. He cannot stab me directly from there, okay? We're gonna have to move from this position. So first do that, but keep in mind it's just the beginning, because if this happened, he's gonna pull back and he slice me. He sliced me on the way back, okay? So I'm not gonna let it be. I just want you to find the entry first and we walk from there. Okay? Let's try that. Stand upright. This. And tight. Try to stab him again and again. Yes. Yeah. Find your balance and find where. Actually, it might hurt, but it won't puncture me. Other hand. Other hand. React with left. So don't even react. Just place it there. Just place it there. Just place it there. Relax. Relax. In front, not here, a little bit in front of you, and bent. And here it cannot come inside. You will have to tight that. You still hit. Okay, find the angle that is not going to come in. No, just be there. Just be there. Stab me. No. Stab. No, stab. Stab. Stab as much as you want. You're just going to hurt your hand. Just wait there. Next, I will show you what's going to happen. It's like this. So, yes, a little bit out. Yes. And more.
Do that against you.
No.
Do it against you.
Start slow. Go full power. Okay? Find this. Don't reach out each and every time. Stay there. Just stay. Don't reach out. Yes, just find the posture. Yes.
It's really against sideways.
Even a thrust. Trust me. You want to trust? So the trust comes from here, right? Go. Go. Again and again. Again and again. Again, just protect the right angle. She's not going to try 5 times the same. She's going to go here. But I also going to follow. I just want the entry first. Okay, you found the angle? Okay, let's try to follow from there. Now that's getting a little bit complicated, but look what happens. We do the same thing again, Ricardo, please. Here, I'm tight. Again, tight. Next time, loose. That's automatic. The power will come, my hand will turn. Okay? So he stabs me. Slow. Here, I'm not staying stuck. I let it roll. And then with 2 hands, here. Ideally, already make damage, but you would have to continue fighting from there. You still have the knife, you're gonna pull it back. So just step by step. Get a good entry, control the limb. Okay? Let's try that. It makes sense? Or you want to see again? Again, so come close so you can see. Come close so you can see. This is the angle. Tight. Once I let it loose, he do it again. This turns. Then I join here and I clip his elbow to my body. Again. Bam. Okay? Thank you. Yes, come here. Let's try. Try that.
We're gonna do weapons before tea. We're gonna do weapons before
I
tea.
think so. He says he's going to do tea break at 5. I'm going to ask him to get the tea. You want to have the tea here?
Huh?
You want to have the tea here today?
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah?
Yeah, at 5.
Ah, so you're going to start the class
Yeah, because
and then stop. Yeah, fair.
yeah,
No problem.
I don't. I'll play with it a little bit, only because then at tea time we can I can
Yes, the demonstration.
Chris could do a demonstration, and then I can kind of talk about all the things I've seen that I don't have to take away from like the training.
Yeah, yeah. The stuff we discussed.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
We used to do it. I'll see if it still works.
Yeah, we
If
used to do
not-
it here all the time.
Yeah, if not, we can go
Also,
back
it's
after
raining.
tea.
There's no need to.
That was my other thought. I was like,
So cool. Finally. Stab me. Once I got this, I'm not tight like him, just slow. Just stab me slow. This is gonna turn around. Okay? But you have to be loose, otherwise it's gonna hurt. Just do this. And let him do the technique. If you come fast, you have to react fast. Yes. Do it with me. Stab me. When I'm tight, it stops. When this is loose and I'm expecting it, do it again. Okay, so I'm gonna close the distance.
How do you grab it?
Yes. Here. Here.
Fix one step in.
Yes. Here. Now I'm not
Horse
looking at
riding
him.
stance.
I'm not here. I'm here.
And just to push against your body like
Oh, okay. Let's do it again. Here. Bam. Okay. You still have to keep fighting from there.
Can you do it on me? So here,
Here.
yeah,
This spins.
yeah. You get that? So where is the tension here at the end on your stretch?
Both my hands
Yeah, pushing on the elbow.
on the elbow towards my chest.
Yeah.
Here. Try to pull.
Okay, so you don't really feel pain. You just blocked. And if you do it fast, obviously
Yes.
it just broke your.
I know, but I enter with the knee also. I need. So once you've done it, entry, control the limb. I still need to fight.
Yeah.
It's not done.
Yeah.
But from here, it's going to be very vicious. It's going to be this, this, this. I still have to find a way.
Okay, so that position is more like locking the person and like closing the gap than really having a stretch because we were trying to find it.
Save your life, control the limb. And then you still need to fight.
And here, yeah, you can even break my arm if I go down and you keep it here. It's like,
The painful thing that I don't like to try with the students, but for you, I can show you. If I put a lot of tension here,
Yeah.
in the same time when you pull back,
yeah.
that's really going to hurt. So pull,
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, because this one is
the
coming
tendon
out.
is open.
Yeah.
You pull and the same time I press.
Oh, maybe I'm gonna have
That's
really
bad.
power now.
Yeah, but it's very gentle to let the people try to crush each other elbows. But for you, that you know, once I have your elbow here, if you're gonna pull strong, I'm really gonna hurt you.
Yeah. In the same time
Then
you
this
use
will,
it.
yes.
It's like, so it's just open and I
You
cannot
open the
tract.
tendons and I,
Dislocked.
yes. But at the same time, I'm gonna give you a head butt, a knee to the groin. I'm gonna bite the shoulder, everything, because the weapon is still there. Yeah, but I don't want to train them how to bite, but first get the entry, save your life. Okay. Just to be very technical, if you got it, here, both my hands on his elbow,
Yeah.
trapped to my body. Pull, 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 full power, pull. Cannot.
Do you step in or do you step out?
I step in. He stabbed me. I'm just with the limp now.
Yeah.
Just with the limp. I'm not even facing him anymore. I'm totally facing the limp. But you need to understand, from here the technique is not finished. I'm gonna have to keep fighting. There's gonna be a knee, bite, headbutt, whatever, because still have the knife.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's just first get the entry, control the limp. You're gonna have to keep fighting from there. Yes, on the elbow. Okay, guys. Any questions again about this one? For the last 5 minutes or so, I want you to stay with the same partner. It's going really good with the same partner, but you're free to choose the technique that works best for you. Okay? So Priska is going to come and stab me, but she's coming from there. I have a lot of time to react. I have a lot of time to choose my technique. She's not going to stand here and repeatedly stab me. Each and every time, she's coming at me from far. And are you lucky enough to step out of the way? Or you need to actually go wild? Try. You have 3 options. One would be this one. If it didn't work, you follow. The other one would be this one. If it didn't work, you follow. And the third one, really bad. Really bad. Try to step out of the line. Okay? Give each other space. Take a few steps towards your target. Go. Try. Yes.
Get that intention.
So you want me to get the tea?
Huh?
You want to get the tea?
Not till 5.
No. You said you're going to start teaching. This is not 90 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm going to start teaching as soon as you're done at 4.
My bad.
Yeah, and then I'm going to teach for like a half hour, and then give them a little tea break.
I
Kind
need,
of show them the error in their ways.
you just said it and I was in my own.
No, I'm like, oh shoot, nice stuff.
No, it's hard to change the rhythm sometimes. I'm just used to something.
Yeah, exactly, because we had been doing right after.
Yeah. No, good for me. Just
I
wrap
know
it
the
up.
tea might be a little
Herbal.
hot, but
Might be herbal.
yeah.
Maybe it's a good thing it's not going to be as hot.
Yeah. I don't think anyone can complain.
Okay. Other hand.
Change hand.
Not here. Here. Yes. Good. Yes, yes, he deserved it. He deserved this.
Sorry. You did it again. Okay. Do the other one. The boob pressure.
The boob pressure? Guys, I'm wearing a mic.
Yeah, it's the boob pressure.
It's a chest. Let's stay with chest.
Oh, yeah, it's the same.
Angela, you did everything perfect and then you took the blade in your hand?
Yeah. Oh no, you did that?
Yes, she took the knife from the blade.
I have an iron.
Iron fist, I get it. The switch, where's the switch?
Yeah.
Hit switch, yes. Tuba, it looks good. How does it feel? Okay, guys, salute your partner. Put the knives back before somebody gets injured. Okay. Good. Let's line up, please. Good. Do you have any questions about the knife? Please don't behave, don't have any attitude towards a knife. It's not funny. You're going to get cut anyway. Even if I save myself, I save my life. In my head, I'm going to get cut, but never mind, I'm going to survive. But don't think that you can cleanly disarm somebody. You have intention to take his knife. He have intention to keep his knife. So whenever you can avoid these situations, collect your ego and avoid the situation. Only when the weapon is traveling towards you, then you have to react. Then I recommend train this 100 times, 1,000 times, or buy a dog. Because nobody can save you from a knife. Okay? Buddha-san is going to take over for the second part of the class and teach you your Tanta routine. So it was really good so far. Thank you. Keep the same level of energy.
Yep. Can I get the mic?
Of course.
All right. Oh. Yes. We've gone orange on the mic. Is this going to be a problem? Yeah? No? Orange? It's okay? Ooh, color-coded. All right. Welcome. Live stream, you're already with us. Welcome, everyone else. So we're going to do the second half of Sunday. Normally we have tea, but I'm going to switch it up a little bit, do some things we used to do. We're going to train in weapons, then have tea. We're going to have tea down here to kind of keep the energy contained. We may have Priska or someone else demonstrate one or multiple weapons, and then we're going to continue training, right? So we were on the staff, and normally I would finish the month out with the staff, but we have so many new students, we're going to go over to the Tantao. Mandy, if you want to continue on the staff, because I know you like the staff and you're working on trying to finish that, and you've been here all month, feel free, right? Anyone else? For the most part, we should probably get onto the Tantao, right? So let's start by grabbing a stick, one of these. We train with a stick because we don't want you to hurt yourselves. You know, cut off your ear, big gash into your leg. These are no good. Tantao. It's a stick, yeah, you haven't learned it yet. Are you joining us for the Tantao? Yes. Okay.
I can do the whole thing, so maybe when somebody helps me outside or...
If you want to go out, yeah, if you want to go out into the sun, looks like Ophir said he'd be willing to help you. Yeah. Yeah, if you know the Tantao, if you already know the routine. No. Manuel. Go grab a real Tantao.
Yes?
Yeah, go grab a real Tantao. If you already know the routine, you can grab a real Tantao. Until you know the routine, you practice with the stick. Right? Do I have everyone? Seems a little discombobulated. Lee, do you know the Tantao? Okay. Ophir, are you taking them?
Yes, I'm outside with them.
Okay. If it's really hot, maybe you want to go to the other practice area. I don't know. Come back at 5. Yeah, maybe. All right. Okay, so who do I have in here? The 5? All right, come on up, Rio. All right, so a few key things to think about. This is a Tantao, right? Single blade, single knife. Obviously, it's a little bit bigger than what we think of as a knife in the West, right? It's a sword. But they don't call it a sword. They call it a single blade or a knife. And you can think that back in the day it was most likely a machete, right? Like something a farmer could have, something everyone would have, right? So a few things. When we're holding it, when you're holding the stick, your knuckles are going to be where the blade is, right? So we want to think about this as we're swinging it, so that we're not just absent-mindedly swinging through, we're actually swinging with intention. The other thing is we want to swing it like it's a strike, like we're slicing something, right? So a great example, I'll come over here on this bag, right? Now, right, I can hit it like this, but that's not really slicing. And the thing is when people learn the stick, this is what they're doing. They're moving like this. But I want to get this into your mindset already, right? If I'm slicing like that. Now, obviously, it's pretty dull because it's not going to cut this. It's just a training, right? I wouldn't go to war with this. But we want to kind of think about that when we're slicing through things. Slicing, right? Not just... This is kind of turning our mind off, a little clunky. It's okay if you do it, right? I'm not going to get all in your case. This is day 1 of learning the Tantao. But we just want to have that mentality. This is the blade, and we're trying to really slice through everything, right? All right, now that I got that, let's get into some of the basics. I'm going to start with actually in the middle of the routine. The reason being is there's some complicated moves in it, but it's not super complicated that you can't get it right away. And it's a really nice sequence, and once it goes one way, it goes the other way, the exact same sequence. So you can end up doing a loop, and this can be a really great way to practice. And the very beginning isn't difficult, but there's a few moves that tend to give people challenges, and then they get stuck, and they don't really progress. So I find that it's more beneficial to kind of teach this side. This is how it was taught to me. You teach this side, and there's some fun movement in there, so then it keeps you excited, keeps you going, right? Which is what we're hoping for, right? So we're going to start in what is this standard kind of stance that we use quite a bit. It's called the cat stance. So we're standing on the pad of the foot, right? So sometimes you see people doing this. Please don't do this. This is awkward, looks weird. Doesn't look like you're very planted. Let the pad of the foot be there. All my weight is in the back leg, and the left leg is just in this cat stance. Do I need you? Always, but not necessarily for this class. Right? Okay, so we're going to start in this cat stance. Our hand, right hand, is going to be right on the Qigong, right? So let's all face the same direction. Is it easier for you guys to face this way? We can do it, but this might end up confusing you in the long run, but we'll start with this. So, hand, center line, right? But we don't keep it tight. It's a little loose off the center. Hand here. What we're going to do is we're going to step out with that left foot and come in with a block. Now the stance we use here is a bow and arrow stance, right? So we remember the bow and arrow stance. Don't worry too much about closing that foot because this is a relatively quick movement. It's just really coming from here, stepping out. You don't have to worry so much about how the foot is because you do a block and then you're going to slice up and come into a crane stance. So you're learning a lot of new stances here. Cat stance, crane stance is when you bring your right leg or left, but you bring it up and it's protecting the knee. And then it's out at about a 45-degree angle. If you have to have it resting on your leg, that's okay, but you don't want it resting on your leg. This is compromising, right? This is not a ready-to-go position. This is a ready-to-go position, right? So we're protecting the knee. We're also coming out at a 45-degree angle, which is giving us some protection. So how that looks again, we step, we block, slice up, and come in. Now that slice up is tricky, but just think slicing up and then bringing it around. Now the tricky part here is you want your knuckles up, right? Because the blade would be up, right? Let's see, you get the knuckles up, right, exactly. Don't bring it around your head. It's not a this, it's literally up. You pull the elbow in as you come around and tuck it. So I'm coming up and I'm pulled my elbow in and I'm in this cat stance and I'm somewhat compressed because I'm about to unleash a bunch of power, right? So here, slice up, and you can use that momentum, step, stab. Don't fully extend the arm, but do fully extend the back leg. So from here, step, yep, but keep the back leg on the ground. Think pushing through, trying to get the power into the end, right? Just step first. Keep the back leg down, and we actually want the other leg coming into a crane stance. So here we are. Left leg, step, block, right? Come up, right leg, crane. Right, everyone in the right leg, crane, knuckles up, really condense, step with the right foot, keep the back leg down, push through that back leg, right? Don't bend forward though. You're kind of way out here. Keep the tailbone tucked, as we remember from our lesson this morning. Here we are, we step down, comes out. It's all that power, right? Yeah? Yep, just don't fully extend. So it comes up here, step. See, my arm's not fully extended. We don't want to fully reach out. One, because once the shoulder comes out, you start to lose connectivity with the tissue, and so then you lose power. Yeah. Just try to keep those hips square. Yeah, exactly. So just be a little bit more upright and you have the right idea, right?
Okay.
We're like this,
Yes.
drop the foot, right? Yeah, so instead of trying to get it with the body,
Yeah.
let it just come through, right? With that leg. You
Okay.
push the back leg, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the mechanics that we're looking for. Let's see what you guys got. We're just gonna come on down the line. So show me from here. Right, so show me from here, both of you, from this cat stance. Stepping, right? Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're extending that back leg, exactly, right? Trying to get the energy into the end, yep. That's the hardest part of this sequence. Don't worry, it gets a little bit better. Getting there, getting there. You're very long, so you can reach a long way. So that's going to be to your advantage, and also you just have to be mindful of it, because you might start stepping a little too far and lunging a little too far. So, right? So, let's see everybody do it real quick. Right? From a cat stance. Go ahead, block, step, block. Keep the back leg down and you have it. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so we'll move on because we're going to do this a lot. We're going to keep repeating. And we'll start from that position. From here, step out, block. Really have it be in the center. Come up, nice and easy. Step. Be in a good step position. Have the weight still somewhat in the back, and then it's going to shift to the front as you strike. Right? And then from here, you're going to bring that left leg behind. And you're going to put the knees into each other if you can. And ideally, we want both feet on the ground. So it might be better if you come over here so that you don't have to look behind. Yeah. And I can come over here a little bit. Right? So again, from this position, it's kind of like someone's coming at you. So you're going to dodge, put the left behind, tuck it in, and then you're going to come overhead. And we want to use as a defense. So if someone actually striked us from the top, our hand would be there so the blade wouldn't come in. And then you want to turn and slice down. So there's this kind of turning that occurs in the waist. Right? And again, this is a classic example of we want to think slice, not club. Right? So slice, it's going to come down like this. Because you're going to slice, you would slice something this way. Right? Slice. Jump out onto one leg, the left leg, and now we want to defend. So in order to defend, you want to lift that knee up and across the body and tuck that other foot up as much as you can. You don't need to tuck it back here. You just want to tuck it up and turn it, and we're going to defend. And when you defend, you come through, and you get this turn at the end. It'll be your friend. And then it's really easy to get into the next position, right? We do this a lot. We do this defending a lot to either side. So getting used to that can be very helpful. And we're going to step back. And then you can just pull it up, and it's already ready for the next strike. And you can probably feel that momentum, right? As you do this, it's like, oh, my hip's back here. It's ready to come through. So let's make sure that we remember up to there. Yeah? Okay, so we'll go through that little sequence. If you have any questions, ask them. It's Sunday, it's been a long day, a lot of information. It's usually the hardest time to like have things sink in. So, you know, be mindful, right? Do the best you can. Don't beat yourselves up. Not saying you are, but there is the potential that we all go through. Like, oh, I'm just not getting it. Well, you know, we've been doing it for 20 minutes, so it's okay. Right, so here we go. Step, block, step, strike, come back, overhead slice. Yeah, everyone's looking good. Keep them up, don't let them come down. Keep them up, keep them up. Right, yeah. And now we're just gonna jump out onto that left, bringing the right up, defending it, stepping back into a bow and arrow stance. And ideally, look at your feet. Are they shoulder width apart? You know? Is your front foot facing 1 o'clock? Is your back foot facing 1 o'clock? Is your left foot a half of your foot in front of the other foot? Right? I want everyone to stay in no, stay in that position. Stay in that position. We're going to look at your stances because it's going to play a big part. We want, yep, your width is, this is good. Just a little bit more forward because if we look at where your toe is, it's right there. No, we want your heel about right here. Yeah, for the bow and arrow stance, we want to be half of your foot's length in front of the other one, right? There we go. Here, we want to be wider.
Wider.
Yeah, so wider, when we're talking wider, yeah, wider this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can close this foot because it's more like, yeah, and then close this one a little bit, right? And now bend this knee. Yeah, straighten your hips towards me. Tuck the tailbone. Boom. This is what we want. Right? Same. Your hips are facing this direction. You guys are both going to be the same. Wider. You're way, no, that's long. You're way too, so I'm the front, so your hips need to face me. Yeah, and so you can see how you're not wide enough because you need your shoulders to fit in between, and then your feet are really far. So this is where it is. You're almost 2 feet's length in front. You just need to be half of your foot. Yeah, so a little bit more. Yeah, half a foot. That'll work, or a little bit more. You could go, another couple centimeters, but that's the idea. And then for you, closing that back, yes. Right. And you're a little bit in front because your foot's about, your heel's here, so you're about a full foot. It's a little, yep, there you go. And then you can turn this one in even more. Yeah, and then straighten it. Yeah, and now bend that one, and then bring this foot in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. You could do a little bit more, smidge it like this. Yeah, and now hips face me. Yeah, this is the stance we're looking for. I just want to get everyone into a good stance because I could just tell that everyone's stance there was not so good. Great. Really? Yeah, excellent. Spot on. You're good shoulder width apart, you're in front. You can straighten the back leg a little bit more, but other than that, yeah, very good. Yeah, killed it. Okay, so we're in this nice position, just ready, right? Collarbone strike. So when we come in for a collarbone strike, it's at a 45-degree angle. Exactly. Yep. A little bit higher because it's a collar. So you're going for someone's collarbone. Yeah, so you want to think there. Yeah, exactly. And we're coming in at a 45-degree angle because that would be lethal. If you came in over the top, you'd probably get stuck. You might even hit bone first. Here you're going to come in right to that artery. Hopefully you never have to be put in that position, but it's good to know how, right? So we come in, collarbone strike, and then you're just going to let that come around. It just naturally wants to come around, right? And it's kind of defending us when it's coming around. right? And from there, you can take a step forward. And now we're going to learn the next step. I forgot how many new steps are in this. This is tough on a Sunday. So, oh, Priska already got the tea. Oh, hello. A monkey squat. Have you guys learned the monkey squat yet? No, I didn't think so. So a monkey squat, if your right foot's in front, drop the knee of the front leg. Drop the knee of the front leg. Yeah, so you got to drop the knee of the right. So the easiest way, let's just get into a horse riding stance, right? As you can just have them parallel even. You can actually have them open. This will be the easiest because we're all going to have little tight knees. Open your left foot up and then drop the right knee forward if you can. Now it's okay to do it like that in the beginning if you have to, right? But ideally, you want it so that ankle is on the ground, right? And you want it so the knee is facing forward. But man, it's intense on the hips, and the body generally isn't comfortable with it right away. So just play around with it. It's totally fine to do it this way, right? It does loosen up. Really, once your body knows it's okay, now go to the other side. Open the right foot, drop the left knee, right? Yeah. It's awkward at first. You're probably feeling some tension here, maybe even in the ankle and in the knee. It's common, right? It takes some practice to get used to, but this is a monkey squat, right? You're going to do a lot of them while you're here. So sometimes we do them in the midday warm-up, but maybe not today. I wasn't there. Did we? You did that. Okay, good. So everyone's knees are warmed up. Perfect. Yeah, easier said than done, I know. So let's just go through that sequence. Thank you for pouring tea. Let's go through that sequence real quick. We're not going to worry about the monkey squat. Let's just see if we can remember up until that part, right? Because there's a lot of information. So here we are, right? Step. Slice up into our crane. Step. Stab. Right? Check your stance. Make sure your back is straight. There's no need to be leaning forward here. If you're leaning forward, you're actually taking yourself out of center of balance. The center of balance right here is my lower dantian. The second I move forward, it goes up into my chest. We don't want that. We become destabilized, and then we lack our power. So here, now bring that left, slicing down. Nice. And what comes next? Do we remember? Yes, come out onto that left leg, jumping if you can, defending the right leg, stepping back. And when you step back, try to think almost stepping out too. It'll be easier that way. If you just step straight back, your stance won't be as good. If you can step a little bit out to the side, it allows for your hips to stay square. Yeah, exactly. Collarbone strike, bring it around, step forward. All right. Let's stop it from there. Actually, let's go one more time, but without me doing it. I can give some verbal cues, but we start in our stance, right? We go from a block. Yep, try to get it behind, the hand behind the block. Yep. Right, keep going, into the crane. Step out, defend. Remember, when you're doing that, you want to have it cross your body. Yep. And tuck that foot up. Yeah. Right, and then step. Collarbone. Yeah, you're already there. You got it. Yeah, yeah, you got it. Collarbone, and then bring it around. Okay. Yeah, there's some definite smoothing out, but good. Good. It's a lot of information. Let's have some tea. Come on in for tea. Okay, now we're going to have a little tea time. We're going to have a little tea time. You can hold on to your sticks or you can put them back. I will get a chance to look at the staff routine. I will get a chance to come look or... Oh, Priska has? Oh, good. Oh, good. So here's the tea. Help yourself to some tea. You're going to perform for us.
What do you want me to perform?
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, yeah. Is this one done? Okay, switching mics. Welcome back. Okay, we're having everyone grab some tea here. Come on in. Come on in, everyone. All right, grab some tea. Grab some tea. Oh, we got special teacups today. So we're gonna do a little bit of talking about people's routines, but first maybe we'll have someone demonstrate a routine for us.
Like Ophir?
Yeah, well, Ophir's senior, he certainly has the option if he wants to. But he can delegate it because that's the advantage to being a senior.
I actually delegated to the most senior one. That would be you, you know.
No, I'm definitely not your senior. I'm older than you, but I'm not your senior in Kung Fu.
I can give commentary.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Okay, so what should I demonstrate then? Everything from there.
Huh? You left everything out there. You want to do a Tantao?
Vale.
Okay.
But Ricardo wants to do his center.
For
You want
those
to
of
demonstrate Tantao for us? Okay.
For those of you that don't know the routine, that can actually be really helpful to see what's coming next and how long is the routine.
Yeah, absolutely. This is why we're doing it. This is why, to kind of show you what someone with some experience looks like, what the idea is. Because me just doing one move really isn't sufficient enough to like get the big picture. As you can see, that's what we're going to learn next.
Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah. Help yourself to some tea. Absolutely. Okay.
Very nice,
Excellent.
very nice.
I'm not used to the other part of the blade of that because I'm training with the Shuan Tao.
Oh. Oh, that's what hits your head. Okay. Okay, so Thank you, Priska, for demonstrating that. That was quite
Thank you.
nice. Do you have anything you'd like to say about it, Ophir?
I think how many months are you training that?
Almost 1 year.
Almost 1 year. You need 1 year plus a little bit skill
Yeah.
to do that. That's very flowy. That's really good.
Yeah, that was quite nice. There's a few things. Yeah,
And
those are the
you
things.
gave yourself a haircut almost.
Those are. But the things I wanted to point out was kind of her flow and how she allowed the move to go into the next move. And this is kind of what you want to harness. Obviously, you're just learning it, so it's very crude. But if we can kind of think this way, as we're learning it, you'll notice as you get more comfortable with a lot of the moves, they start to go into each other. In the beginning, it's quite crude, this movement. But really, there's this whole flow that wants to go into it, right? I'm quite sloppy with that, but... And then the energy just wants to go right away again. There's almost like it comes back, and then it just keeps going. And you can get it with the hips. My wrist is not as loose as Priska's, but that's kind of the idea, right? Don't be thinking, although I didn't see anyone doing this, which is good, but don't be thinking, I need to be getting all this power into it, because then you're gonna lose out on technique, and then you're gonna just not have any power. But I see people do it, especially with the stick. They're like, oh, it makes this cool sound when I whip it real fast. But there's really no power. It's all shoulder and arm. That's not a lot of power compared to your waist and your legs, right? So this is why I was harping on everyone about getting that stance. Because without a good stance, you're not going to be able to incorporate your legs, and you're not going to be able to get that hips through. If I'm standing like this, because I just came back and I'm like this, my hip's not going to come through. If my foot is open, the hip's really not going to come through. Like, you can try that. The hip will not follow around. I'm trying to strike. Look at my hips way back there. My foot's turned, my hip's coming through. Boom, I can get the power through. So really watch that back foot wanting to leak open. I see this has a tendency in Chuanyang as too. People do it as well, and then they can't get it, the hip around. In Chuanyang, they step, and like even the salute to the sun, it's like it doesn't want to come around. It doesn't want to come around. Here I am. It doesn't. So, right? 11 and 1 is what we're always looking for. And it's tough in the beginning. I mean, day one, forget about it, right? No one's expecting it to be perfect, but just trying to drop these kind of little seeds and let them grow as you grow in the practice, because it can help a lot.
Just to avoid any confusion, when you say get your stance, which stance, guys? Which stance we use for weapons? You can choose walking street, walking stance.
Yeah. I choose the falafel on Walking Street. No, yeah.
Bow and arrow, guys. Bow and arrow. Just like walking meditation in the morning, bow and arrow. That's the stance you're trying to use for the most part.
Yeah, so this is, thank you for bringing that up. That's exactly it. Bow and arrow stance. Ricardo, I thought you would have known that answer to that one.
Oh, I knew, but
He knew.
Okay. So, yeah, we want to always, weapons, it's always a bow and arrow stance. There's a few, obviously, cat stance, crane stance, monkey squat, right? These are obviously different stances, but for the most part, it's almost always a bow and arrow stance. Usually these movements our transition, and we're going to end up back at a monkey squat or back in a bow and arrow stance. You know, for example, cat stance, bow and arrow. Crane, bow and arrow. Right? We do this little fancy thing, and we jump out, back into a bow and arrow. Come through, monkey squat, come out. You know you did a good monkey squat when you can come out into a bow and arrow. That can take a little time, especially if you're still tight in the hips and you're kind of doing this. But if you do that right, okay, here I am. When I come up, I'm still pretty much in a bow and arrow. So you can, you know, my ankle's up. Ideally, I want to be down like this, and I want my hips facing here. But, you know, let's be honest with ourselves. If you haven't been practicing that, it's going to be next to impossible. I know I certainly couldn't do it when I first came here. A lot of people can't. But you can still get up into a pretty good bow and arrow stance. So we want to think bow and arrow, bow and arrow, bow and arrow. That's the good stance. Did you say you wanted to do the bow or the staff? You can use one of the easily vibratable ones. Yeah. And here we have Priska demonstrating the staff, which is, we have two primary weapons, the tantau and the staff. And then you learn them, and then you can learn the cane, Xuanyang cane. Oh, she's already started. Finish those.
The routine you're looking at now is the first one you have to perform in a test. It's not the first test, it's the fourth one, but you need to know this weapon well enough. It's one of the basic 3 weapons.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, and you went through it a little fast. Didn't really finish all the moves, but that's okay. It's kind of on the spot. It's still quite nice. Still demonstrate it. We got to see the moves.
Her fitness is just too good. She want to go again.
Yeah. This is what happens when you're 26.
Yeah.
I remember it like it was 20 years ago.
It didn't happen to me in the past 19 years, and I was...
We were all watching it.
So how was the beginning?
Much better.
Okay, everybody's going to pay attention now. She's doing an effort, so please.
Yeah, we train now. Too late.
Yeah, it is. It is. So finish up our tea. Finish up your tea.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you. And let's wash up our cups. So there's little spigots over here. Just give it a good rinse. Maybe run your fingers across the rim if they're clean-ish.
It's very dangerous for me. Very dangerous.
Some of them are smaller than the others.
Yeah.
Some of them are really long.
Okay, way to be patient there, Mandy. Go ahead. I just left the water on. So please hurry. Thank you, Priska. Yeah, that was very nice.
It was nice to demonstrate it.
Yeah. We might even start doing a little bit more fancy weapons. The next week, yeah, to inspire. So if there's some weapons that you students want to see demonstrated, or even those of you on the live stream, write it down in the comments. If you ask for something that's not a Shaolin weapon, we're not going to be able to do that.
So you can just comment that you want to do the double daggers.
Double daggers. I love the double daggers. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah. Go. Okay, everybody, let's line back up. We'll bow in real quick. Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Just those of you staying in here. Yeah. Thank you, Ophir. Yeah, we are going to line up and bow. Even you, Mandy. Okay, feet together. All right, let's grab our sticks. Now that we're inspired, we see how easy Priska makes it look. Are you sticking with the staff, or are you going to do some tantao? Okay. Do you remember the whole routine? Okay. Okay. Yeah, sounds good. So, let's see what we remember. I know. It's like test time. But nothing to be nervous about, right? It's just me. Who am I? I'm no one. I'm just here to help, right? So here we go. Right? We step out. We defend. Yep, get that hand behind there. And we have that there, level, right? So your hand's here, try to get it level. Yeah, gives it more surface, more space, more surface area. If you're here, you're asking for a pretty restricted. So this is just in case something hit and came back to us, it wouldn't do something like that, right? Which would be brutal. So that's just to give context. And then from here, come up into a crane. Yep, and keep going if you know the rest. Keep going. Pretty much, you can follow Todd here because Todd's picking it up pretty quick. Right? Yes. Overhead, jumping out onto the other leg, the left leg. Yep, bring it up. You don't bring it around. You just. Nope. Yeah, there you go. So the key there, what I was talking about, keep going guys, is when you're here, roll your wrist. So because you see you're doing this, but if you roll your wrist, it's ready to go. All you got to do is a little bicep curl, and then you step back, and it's there, right? So that can be useful for everyone. Yep, bicep curl, and you probably want to step back. Yep, but not right behind you, right? We want a bow and arrow stance. Yeah. Step back. Oh, sorry. Almost attacked the, right? What's everyone doing here? Todd knows what he's doing. Well, it would have been a back. Yeah, it would have been a back. Okay, let's go through that sequence again. We're going to start. All right. Step. Block. Curl it up. Tucking that elbow in if you can. Step. Stab. Right? Try to tuck that tailbone. Keep your back relatively straight. We don't want to be leaning forward. We're going to lose power if we lean forward. And there's the potential that we lose balance. So we want to stay nice and upright here. Now, bringing it over. You notice my hips are facing over here. So you can use that turn to get the power sink down into it. Right? Now we're going to jump out onto that left leg, lifting up the right knee, defending it. Like imagine someone trying to attack your leg and you're knocking something loose, and then rotate the wrist. Step back into a bow and arrow stance. All you got to do is bring that blade up a little bit. Boom, release the wrist. The hips, not the wrist, excuse me. Come through with the collarbone strike. We're going to bring it around. That momentum's going to help us step forward. Drop down. As you do that, slicing the Achilles. No need to bring it past your knee. We don't need to bring it all the way to the side here because our opponent's in front of us. So we're just thinking really to the outside of our own body. And then from here, you're going to come back, overhead, stab. And when you stab, you want that other hand there in case you stabbed into something and it, piece of armor, a belt buckle, whatever, and then it would go right into your leg. So you want to have our hand there for the defense. Right? So let's go back to that point that everyone seemed to get kind of stuck on, which was from here. Right? Yeah, come on. Come on over. Right? So here we go. If you can, get those knees in there. It helps create a little bounce. Jump out, defend, step back. Right? Collarbone strike. Bring it around. As you're bringing it around, stepping forward. Now dropping down. Slicing the Achilles. You only need to bring it to about there. Yep. No need to even turn it. Keep that blade kind of facing somewhat forward. Yep. And then when it comes around, you can keep that arm relatively straight and just bring it back around. Back around and then overhead, stab. Right? We just stabbed that person that we knocked on the ground. And then from here, there's a shuffle. So first let's do the shuffle, not worried about the blade. The shuffle, we're pushing off our back foot. You're kind of stepping with the front foot, and then the back foot joins. At no point are both feet off the ground. So I'm not doing this. That's a jump. A shuffle. Yeah, nice. Right? Nice. Yep. Keep that back foot down, but yes. So, right? And this is a useful way to close the gap on an opponent in any situation. Right? As you probably learned in the defense against weapons, I don't know if he was covering this today, but sometimes you have to shuffle into it. Because if I'm right here and I'm coming here, he wants to shuffle in because the damage is going to come here. But if he comes in close, my blade's useless, even if he didn't have a blade, right? If he just wanted to close the gap, he'd want to come in. Yeah. Now my blade's pretty useless if he can get in close. So a shuffle can make the difference, right? It's also very useful in a lot of the fighting applications. So, and we use it quite a bit in the weapons. Right, yeah, so you're just pushing off that back leg and shuffling forward. Okay, so then what is the movement we do, right? Because we're here. And what's going to happen is as you shuffle, you can allow the blade to kind of come in, and then you're going to slice up. And we want that opposite hand to get this movement. This is a little bit more advanced, but I'll just explain it. But don't worry if you're doing it right or not. But there's a collapsing here that's kind of happening from the back and the shoulders, and you can get springy power as you get more advanced, right? So it's not so much this. It's just into the coming down, and you're getting this power, and it's releasing. Don't let the energy go back. That was very good. We're not doing this. This, my energy is already dispersed. This is too much. It's just and as you start to learn springy power, there's really 3 ways that we get power in the free hand, but it works in the weapons as well. Shoulders back, releasing forward, right? Have you guys learned some of the Sum Chien? Right?
Yes.
So that's one of the ways to get power. Another way, the hips, right? We've been learning this with the blade. The hip power, right? Even with the punch. I'm using my waist here, right? I'm not doing this. I'm just using it a little bit. It starts with the legs. This is how we want to use the weapon as well. I'm not going and throwing myself way off, but I am using that energy from my legs to come through the weapon, right? To come through. And that's one of the ways to create power is the collapsing. That's the last one. You haven't learned this yet, but in the beginning routine, you do this double block and come down, and these shoulders do this, and it's all with this back. So this is kind of the idea here. So it's almost like it's a spring. We like to think of it as a spring. So as you come, and you're here, boom, exploding. But just worry about the technique for right now. And think slicing up. So I'm not doing this because, wow, I'm wide open, right? So you kind of want to leave, and you wouldn't slice like this either. You would slice, usually keep the wrist somewhat cocked. If I was slicing up somebody, I wouldn't slice them up like this, right? This is where the stick is a little bit deceptive compared to the blade. But slice up. Personally, I like to leave it where my point is almost still in my center line, right? So you just sliced up somebody, right? Here we go with Todd, classic example. Do it again, right? He's just slicing right up me. He's completely defenseless compared to this. Yeah, right? Here, if I want, I can defend here. I can come around for an attack, right? Like it's endless. Here, I have to regroup. I'm in a very bad position. Like, come get me, I'm open kind of position, right? Yeah. Okay, but let's start from the beginning. Yeah, you know how we do. We add a move, and then we go back to the beginning. So you do the beginning a lot. It's challenging, right? So here we are, cat stance. Get into it. So, boom. Bring it over your shoulder into the cat stance. The same exact thing that we started as. So again, from here, you lift it up, let it take you over. Ideally, the blade's way over here. If you can get into a decent stance, it's fine, but it really doesn't matter because that right leg is coming up. Defend, and defend, stomp, bring it over your shoulder, back into a cat stance. So what that looks like from you guys' perspective, boom, right? If it looks like that, that's okay, right? The closer you can get it to the body, the more advanced you are. In the beginning, it tends to do this kind of thing a lot. It's fine. It's fine. We just want to learn the moves. Then we can polish it up, right? Learning the moves is the hard part. Polishing it up is kind of the fun part. Step back. Yeah. So that move again, let's all do that move again. It's kind of hard because we're turning, so you can't really see me. But why don't you turn the other way? Look the other way. Look at the camera. Right? And so we just did our slice up. So we're in a right foot is forward. We're in a bow and arrow stance. And now we're going to lift that left leg up across your body. Lift it up across your body, slice, and turn. So again, that move. Bring that knee across the body. This is no good. I'm going to cut my knee off. I have to bring it across my body, right? Foot's there, boom. Right? Really let the momentum. Don't just do this. Let the momentum come all the way through. Really swing. Let the momentum turn you around. Yeah, let that momentum turn us around. Exactly, and now pick up the right. Once you've turned around, don't worry, you do this a million times in the routine. Right? Pick it up, defend, bring it over into a cat stance. Right? Cat stance. We want all the weight on this straight leg back here. It's not really straight, but on the leg we're standing on. The cat stance. is just sitting there. Now, does this look familiar? Do we know what's next? Exactly. So from here, we just go through the whole sequence. It's the exact same sequence that we just did. Step, stab, turn. Turn the other way. Okay? Yep. So from there, here, come up, stab, shuffle. 1, 2, our 8. Now, you can count to 8 or you can count to 4. Personally, I only count to 4. But if you count to 4, you just count the left leg. So here, 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, you step back. It's all right. It's all right. Think again. This one's a tough one. We do this a lot. Almost every time we're turning, we're going to do this in the routine. So you're going to get plenty opportunity to practice it. Any questions on that sequence? No? Okay. Lee, how do you feel on that sequence? You know it pretty good? Okay. So practice that if you want. Todd is pretty good. He knows the moves. So you can watch Todd. I want to look at Mandy's routine and give her a few pointers. Let's see your routine, Mandy. Lee can maybe help out. Lee knows quite a bit too. It's not much of a monkey squat. That's also supposed to be a monkey squat.
I know.
Okay.
I can't do a proper one at the moment.
Oh, okay, your ankle. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Yep,
Do I step forward or back?
neither.
And then
It's-
it's the,
It's the 4 corners. So you do step over, but it's not really a forward. It's just kind of to the side. Now you step. So you're here. Bam.
oh, and then it's step back. And that,
Bam. Corner, toes, and now you
and then,
now you step back. It's not a shuffle, it's a step back.
okay, that, and it's back.
Yeah. Yeah, right into someone's hip. Right? So try to think strike. Yeah, but that's better. So it's not a sweep, it's a strike.
Okay, and then it's,
This is the shuffle back into the defense. Yep. Try to keep your hand behind it. Yeah, because you don't want exposing your arm around the front. That just is more of a target.
I'm remembering some of it, but it's just kind of,
Well, you're just about there.
step forward and back.
It's a shuffle back.
It's a shuffle back.
It's a shuffle back and a stab.
And a stab,
Yeah.
and then it's the back. Is that right?
I mean, it's not wrong. It could be done a little bit.
I had trouble with that one for some reason.
Yeah, so a couple things with all your shuffles. So let's first finish this and then we can talk a little bit about the shuffle. So the sequence is shuffle back, right, step, overhead, shuffle back, stab, step back into a horse riding,
Okay,
salute,
okay.
right? So that's the sequence.
Right, okay, so, and then my shuffles are a little bit, I noticed my shuffle, I knew my shuffles are not as good as they used to. It's hard for me to shuffle with my ankle a little bit, but.
Sure, sure.
it's-
Well, the shuffling wasn't the issue. I was just going to give you some kind of advice or some pointers.
Okay.
So in that sequence, right, left foot forward, we step forward with the right, overhead, block. Keep that block in front of you. You have a tendency to bring it way over here, and then you shuffle like this, and then you got to do this. So what we want to do is keep that in front of us, shuffle, stab. And when you're shuffling, let it come back to you so you have somewhere to strike. Otherwise, what's happening is you're blocking, it's over here, and then it's like there's no power. So when you block, right, shuffle, bring that right hand right down to your yes, and then straighten that back leg and use those hips and power through, yeah. Try to keep it level, but yes, yeah. Now, of course, we want you in a good bow and arrow stance. This is still not a ideal bow and arrow stance. First of all, you got to close that back foot. This is part of the problem that I was talking about earlier. When that foot is open, you're not going to be able to get the hip around to actually get the strike. You're going to lose all that power right here. So if you close that, it's much easier to get the hips through, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Think a little wider, right? And bring your heel to there. Boom. Now we're talking.
And then I can move
Now we're
this down.
talking.
Okay.
Straighten your hips. Yeah. See, that's what we want. That's what we want. We want the straightening of the hips there. That's what we're hoping for. Yeah. What happened? What?
It's a lot.
It is a lot. That's why you have to keep practicing, my friend. Yeah, no, come on. You got 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. Just go through it nice and slow. Try to just remember the sequence, right? There's no need to go super hard. There's no need to try to get all this power. Just try to remember the sequence. It can be slow motion slow. It actually helps with the cellular memory if you go slow. You can really sink it in and you can work on it. So show it to me one more time.
Okay.
And we'll try to see if we can remember all the whole sequence this time, okay? Okay, don't worry, no pressure. I'm your life preserver here, so if you start to drown, I'll come out and save you. Yeah. Gonna have to work on your stance, but that's okay. That's gonna be a long-term goal for us. We can do that. And now this one.
Am I doing it again?
And it needs to be up shoulder height. It's an extension from your arm. Yeah, well, it's always going to be there because you're doing it like this.
Yeah, okay.
So if you do it with the overhead, you can't do it like that. You're doing it like this.
Oh.
So that's why it's always going to be low. You need to get your arm around the other side of it. Yeah. And that's much better. Yeah. Remember, you don't have to take such giant steps. That was a good one. That's okay. That's okay. Just keep, now you remembered it though. Yep. Yeah, come on in. And keep that left hand really on the hip, and it'll help when you close that back foot. Close your back foot. Yeah, there you go. Try to work on that shuffle. Keep wide. Keep wide. You're just getting more and more narrow. So you do your block, and then when you do your shuffle, you just do this. But you're never going to be able to stay wide. Stay wide. Don't ever let your hips turn unless it's just a strike. Yeah, you can get better stance, much better stance work. Yeah. Your hips are still facing me. Yeah, so, yeah. And it's because your foot's so open. Yeah. And you're really long, but it'll be okay. Yeah, you don't have to do it. Remember, we want to do 2. Right? Yep. Yep.
And then it's the 4 quarters
That's right.
that way.
Yep. Yep, right into someone's face. Keep that hand on the Qigong though.
Okay.
It's not over here. It's not across our belly. It's on the Qigong. Yeah. Are we switching? Oh, we're on to mic number 3. Ooh, this is exciting. For the last 10 minutes. Come on in, Ricardo.
That one, right?
Yeah, did you do your... Yep. Yep. How you want to do that, it's kind of your own flair. Yeah?
I think I'll get it eventually.
Okay, we'll keep working on it. It gets better every time. You know, and just work on the legs, which is...
Yeah.
Stance works, I mean, that it clicks when it clicks, but until then it's tough. It just takes repetition. Yeah, yeah, so you just got to work on it.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long that you've been doing it, so you're doing very good. Yeah. Okay, Tantao people. Not you guys. You guys are fine. These newbies, come on. Let's go. We're going to go through it together to make sure that you got it. Really hammer it in this last 5 minutes, right? In that cat stance. Stepping, blocking, into our crane. Step, stab, right? Knees, come out onto the left. Overhead strike, into a monkey squat. Come out, overhead, shuffle, slice, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's turn. And we step back into the monkeys. Not the monkey, but the... Oh, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, the cat stance. Right? So here. That was a little clunky, but you get the idea. You're coming over the shoulder. and then just complete the sequence, right? Block, stab, silhouette, right? Come out, defend that right leg, step back, collarbone strike, come down, over, shuffle, slice Ricardo in half. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can just continue the sequence again. Right? That's the nice thing about that sequence, is that you can just keep doing the sequence. I see it. You're done. You're done. You got to put a fork in you. You're done. The baked potato is done. The lasagna is done, right? So you take it out of the oven. It's fully cooked. It's fully cooked.
From, let's say, right here.
Yep. Yeah. So from there, bring this down when you step, and then bring it over. Yeah, this is a good question. This is a great question, actually. Bring it over and then sink it down, right? So, yeah. So again, from here, bring that leg over, and as you do, your waist kind of turns. Yeah, and it just wants to come over, and use that as like a nice circular motion. So you don't have to, yeah, it's just the left foot coming out. Just think you're trying to get out of the way of something. Yeah, and then step back, yeah. If you need to, you can just step out. You can just do this, but it's usually taught with a little bit of a jump because you're kind of getting out of the way of something. But if you have difficulty with balancing, you can just step out, defend, and step.
So we're here. And we'll be stopping here.
Yeah.
When we turn, we're bringing it down.
Yeah, exactly, because you're defending that leg.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
exactly.
all one fluid motion pretty much. Here, and then here.
Yeah, and then just don't bring it back as far.
Okay.
That leg. So, but you're absolutely right. Yes, exactly. That nice. Yes, you come out, and yeah, the issue there is as you're here and you jump out, you're just having the tendency to bring it way back here. So do this and then try to bring it out wide, and that will be a lot better for you. Just try to bring out that right leg wide instead of right here. So you're probably getting a little bit of the twist in your waist, so that it's causing you to come back. So just bring it out a little bit wide. Okay, unfortunately, that's all the time we have. So go ahead and put the sticks away. Tomorrow morning, after tea, is free practice. I believe it's Priska is teaching with Master Ian. Priska will be for the students, so if you want to work on the Tantao, she'll be there and she'll help you. Otherwise, and then also in the afternoon, the 5 o'clock class, there will be some time to work on the Tantao. Otherwise, it won't be until next Sunday. So if it's something you're interested in, work on it a little bit, practice it. It doesn't take that long to get good at it. It takes a while to get really good at it, but just to get the basic moves, you can learn. Okay, together. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. Thank you, Ophir, for assisting, and Priska, too. And thank you, Livestream, for showing up. We appreciate you. If you ever want to join us, go to our website, namyang.com, I think, and or our YouTube channel. Check out some of our videos. We have other informational videos, other training along videos, Qigong in the morning, and I think we're going to be back tomorrow at 11 or in the afternoon. I'm not sure. I don't have it in front of me. But either way, enjoy the rest of your day or evening, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Thank you. Have a good night.